We're back with the Screen Team. We are doing animated films for you on this go-around of the show. And for this next one, we're going back to 1998. And this was kind of towards the tail end of Disney's, renaissance of movie pictures, where you had Aladdin and Little Mermaid and Lion King, and at the very end of the decade you had movies like Hercules, and the movie we're going to do now is called Mulan. And basically the movie's about a young girl. To save her father from death in the army, a young maiden secretly goes into place and becomes one of China's greatest heroines in the process. And to help review this particular movie, we've got Kyle. Kyle, let's start off right away, man. Are you a fan of Mulan?
Okay, newsflash. I just watched this 2 nights ago, literally, just because. And yes, I am. It is one of my favorite Disney films. And, I mean, as a kid of the 90s, we probably know why. It's for a certain song, but it's honestly, it's a great film top to bottom. But I literally only watched the movie for the certain song that we may speak of later.
Well, let's speak of it now, man. What song are you talking about?
I'll Make a Man Out of You. It is one of the best Disney songs. I get so legitimately pumped up. Like I can go and accomplish anything after I hear this song.
Really?
I'm not even kidding. Like I know it's not like I can feel any taller because I'm only 5 foot flat, but like I can go and probably do some things that I feel like I couldn't get done in the day. Like it pumps me up. Not like Eye to Eye from a Goofy movie, but it definitely pumps me up.
Kyle, we're gonna have to do like a separate video or show where we talk about songs that get Kyle revved up from animation. We'll have to do that sometime.
I'm down with that.
Kyle, this is I've got to be honest with you. This is the first time I've ever seen the movie Mulan. I watched it a couple days ago, knowing that we were going to do this review, and I got to say, got to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Mulan. Does that make me a bad person?
No, it doesn't make you a bad person. I mean, I worry, but it doesn't make you a bad person. I mean, not everybody likes Hercules. I love Hercules, but I mean, it just depends on your taste, and that's totally fine. One thing I did enjoy was the selection of voice actors. I mean, B.D. Wong was the general that led the makeshift army. I'm a big fan of his work. And you can't go wrong with picking Eddie Murphy, like late 90s Eddie Murphy, to do voiceover. Yeah, he was Mushu the Dragon. You can't go wrong there.
Yeah, that was before he did Donkey from Shrek. This was his first animated role, I believe.
It was, and I think I want to say the Shrek came out the year after. I want to say it was 99.
You know what I find interesting about this film? It's a Disney film. It's a Disney animated film that has a lot to do with warfare, with being in war, and you don't really see that heavily in Disney films, and I thought that was kind of interesting.
It's a different take because normally what Disney would do, what they usually do is they put a lighter-hearted spin on fairy tales. But this time they actually took a real story from the past, and it wasn't completely whimsical like you'd expect a Disney film to be, but there was some lighter charm to it. I thought that was very different, but it also stems from, in the 90s, Disney taking more risk with their content as opposed to, taking something like that on Cinderella. They were going a little darker with some of their films, like Mulan, like The Hunchback of Notre Dame, for example. So it was definitely a different twist on what you normally expect from Disney. And I like that because, you got to take a chance every once in a while.
Yeah, I agree 100%. This film has a strong female lead in the film, obviously Mulan being the title character. You have a little girl at home. Is this a movie that you'd like to introduce to her?
That goes absolutely without saying. That's proven you can do anything in this world. Doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. It doesn't matter what you look like. Yeah, you can be a strong, butt kicking woman if you choose to. And plus, she needs to know the songs. Not even just "I'll Make a Man Out of You," but the song "A Girl Worth Fighting To." It's a great soundtrack, top to bottom.
Oh, Kyle, this is awesome, man! I want to talk about movies, and you're throwing in the songs. You are a lover of the Mulan soundtrack, is that right?
Fact. I mean, once again, it's not the Lion King or Aladdin level because there's more songs that are great in those, but it's really good stuff. But speaking on the film, I definitely want to show this to my daughter. I mean, it's almost going to be mandatory. We have like 90 Disney movies in our house. I have one on VHS, dude. This is definitely happening.
So what is she into now? What are some of her favorite Disney films now?
She hasn't really watched any movies with us per se. Right now, she's into watching Minnie Mouse's Minnie Bo Peep cartoon.
I know you.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I have, however, had her watch the cartoon Gargoyles. Okay, that one's for me.
That's very, very cool. All right, so Mulan. Oh, one more question about Mulan. Disney is they're kind of reimagining all of their Disney animated films, and they're doing live action. And Mulan is coming out, I believe, in 2019. Are you excited to hear that they're making a live action Mulan movie?
This is the first I've heard of it, but actually, it sounds pretty intriguing. I mean, Lion King obviously, started out live action as a Broadway play, and it did wonderful business, and then it became a movie. I don't see why this couldn't work. She signed me up, yeah.
All right, good. Movie's called Mulan. It's a Disney animated feature back from 1999, and of course, you can check it out wherever you get movies. Kyle, thank you for your insight, my friend. We are going to be back with more reviews coming your way next, right here on the Screen Team.